because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off play action. Russell. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Russell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Looking to throw. Russell. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 3 yards out.
And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, Williams. And some strong running. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Snowhawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive in total 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
A first down carry for Foster. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Russell firing quickly here, and that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Looking to throw. Russell. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robertson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back to throw. Russell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd and 2, Russell.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Russell.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, Russell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw on 2nd down, Russell. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Portland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that,